All right, let's talk about something real. Middle school can be a lot, and sometimes that feeling of anxiety can feel huge. But what if you had a bunch of practical, easy-to-use strategies to deal with it? That's exactly what we're going to do today. We're building your personal toolkit for managing anxiety. Let's jump right in.
You know that feeling, right? Your heart just starts pounding. Maybe your palms get all sweaty, and suddenly your mind is totally blank. It could be right before a big test, or even just walking into the lunchroom. It's like your brain just slams on the panic button, and everything goes haywire.
But here's the thing, and it's really good news. You can absolutely learn to handle those feelings. The goal isn't to make anxiety just disappear forever. That's not really possible. Instead, it's about having the right tools ready to go when you need them. So that's our mission today. We're going to build you a personal, super powerful toolkit for dealing with anxiety. Okay, first up in our toolkit, your in-the-moment resets. Think of these as your emergency buttons for when you feel that wave of panic starting to creep in and you need to get back in control, like right now. All right, this first tool is called the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. It's so simple, but it works like a charm. What you're doing is forcing your brain to stop spinning on all those what-if thoughts and instead focus on your actual senses, what you can see, touch, hear. It literally pulls you out of that panic spiral and plants you right back in the present. It's like hitting a circuit breaker on your anxiety. Next up, we've got box breathing. And get this technique is so effective that even Navy SEALs use it to stay calm in super high-pressure situations. Seriously. When you control your breath in this simple 4-second pattern, you're sending a direct message to your brain that says, hey, we're safe, we can calm down now. And the best part? You can do it anywhere, anytime, right before a speech, during the test, and no one even has to know. Okay, let's move on to section 2. Now we're going to talk about tools designed specifically for school, because we all know that's where a lot of the stress happens, from homework to just navigating the hallways. You've been there, right? You get a huge project assigned, and it just looks like this giant, impossible mountain you have to climb. Instant overwhelm. Well, this strategy is all about turning that mountain into a simple staircase. You don't look at the top, you just look at the very next step. Maybe that's just opening the document, or just writing the title. You chunk it into tiny pieces and check them off one by one. That's how you get to the top without freaking out. And social stress? Yeah, that's just as real. That awful moment when someone asks you a question and your mind goes completely blank. Ugh, the trick here is to have a few back pocket phrases ready to go. Something simple like, I'm not sure yet, give me a sec. It's a total lifesaver. It buys you a moment to breathe and think, and it keeps you from just freezing up. And we can load up our social toolkit with even more. How about a buddy anchor? That's just finding one friendly face in each class to be your go-to person. Or the one foot in the door trick. Just join a group or activity for 2 minutes. That's it. It makes starting so much easier. And the 10-second delay? Oh man, just taking a deep breath before you react to something can save you from so much drama. It's a game changer. All right, on to our third section. Let's talk about one of the biggest sources of anxiety. Feeling totally stuck and having no idea how to ask for help. This part of the toolkit is all about giving you the exact words to use so you're ready before you even need them. I love this idea of a communication menu. You just get to pick the option that feels right for you in that moment. Maybe you use a specific script, like asking a teacher, can you explain that in a different way? Or maybe you use a secret signal, like putting a blue sticky note on your desk when you're stuck. You can even just schedule a time to check in later. It's all about getting help without that awful on-the-spot pressure. Okay, final section. We've talked about tools for right now, in the moment. But now, let's get into the stuff that makes you stronger over time. These are the habits and the mindset shifts that build real, long-term resilience, so your overall anxiety level just comes down. This one is huge, and it's all about the way you talk to yourself in your own head. Your brain loves to ask, what if I mess up? What if it's a disaster? That just feeds the anxiety. Try flipping the script to, okay, even if I mess up, I'll be okay. See the difference? You're not pretending the bad thing can't happen. You're just reminding yourself that you are strong enough to handle it. That's true confidence. You know how an anxious brain just wants to worry about everything all at once? Well, this tool gives that brain a specific job to do. Get out a piece of paper and make 2 columns. Things I can control and things I can't control. My effort, I can control that. The test being hard, can't control that. What my friends think? Nope.
Sorting your worries like this is so powerful because it helps you stop wasting energy on stuff you can't change and focus on what you can. It totally shrinks that feeling of being helpless. And last but not least, please do not sleep on the power of small daily habits. They seem like no big deal, but they add up. Doing a quick 10-minute cleanup of your room, that clears out the physical clutter, which helps clear out the mental clutter. Doing a weekly backpack reset so you're not scrambling for stuff, huge. And putting your phone away after 9 p.m., that has a massive, and I mean massive, impact on how well you sleep, which directly affects your anxiety the next day. So, when you look at all of these tools, remember this. The real power isn't in any single one. The power is knowing you have options. You have a whole toolkit you can reach into. And listen, these are skills, not magic wands. They take practice. But the more you use them, the better you'll get, and the more you'll realize you can handle whatever middle school throws at you. So, your toolkit is officially stocked. The only question left is, which tool are you going to use first? Think about your week. What's one thing you could try out? One small step you can take. The power is in your hands now.